It's 25th of May, this is your Solana Daily Debrief. Firstly, having a quick look at the prices, we can see that things are pretty stable around the 170 mark for Solana, and ETH is almost back at $4,000, and Bitcoin 69K essentially. Now, when I'm looking at some traders, what they're really after is a close above this 69,000 mark. Essentially, just coming above this, and they'll feel a little bit more safer. This would be for the end of the week. Mag says that altcoins are going to get a massive leg up soon. However, this could still be a couple of weeks, couple of months, maybe a little longer, not entirely sure, but it is coming. And then there would be some sort of coordinated rotation into different altcoins. Probably the most important thing today is that you go and vote with your Jup. Make sure you vote with your Jup. Some people don't, and they're just missing out on massive rewards. So time of recording, we've got 7 hours, 34 minutes. Maybe by the time this is out, there's like 4.5 hours. So I just want to make sure that you do get in your votes. If you're a video editor, there's a new bounty for the cadets. So have a look down here, click on this. This will take you over to Super Team. And thus far, there's only 5 submissions. So please get your submissions in. The Jup DAO in general needs to find some good editors. Jup has integrated Raydium Protocol's new CPMM program. So basically, this is supporting token 2022 tokens. This is a token such as burn. So if I send 1,000 burn from me to you, then a percentage, I don't know what it is, maybe it's like 2.5 or whatever. Let's say like 100 burn then goes to another wallet. This is how token 22 works. Now they've integrated a few things so you can just do it easily just inside the swap. Divy's going all out on their campaign to try and get you to vote for them. So if you do want to go and vote for them, they've got this 5 million Divvy tokens up for grabs. They do want you to use your Bonk Rewards wallet. So if you have Jup staked on the same wallet as your Bonk Rewards, which I actually don't, then if you do, then go and use that wallet to go and stake. Alternatively, if you're thinking about staking some Bonk, you may just want to go to bonkrewards.com or double check the link. Go and stake some Bonk in a wallet that already has your Jup staked in it so that you can go and make the vote for Divvy if you want to, and then you're going to get some extra rewards. So it says snapshots will be taken prior to TGE, and any wallets that also voted Divvy in Jup will receive double the allocation. Those people that live in New York have a lot more restrictions when they can buy different tokens. They can't do a whole lot of things in the DeFi space. And now they're allowed to buy XRP for whatever reason you may want to do that. But more importantly, Bonk. So go crazy, New York. On the subject of Bonk, if you're going to Austin, Texas for next week's consensus, then there's 150 million Bonk up for grabs. So sign up, hit your steps, secure your Bonk bag. Moonwalk Fitness, I'm really liking this. I won't lie and say that I'm using it because I'm not. But my wife is, and she uses it every day, and then I join her on some of those walks as I find time. Also, there's more Bonk news. So Bonk SOL is now listed on Symmetry and can be added to your portfolio and bundles. Share 500 million Bonk by holding any basket with Bonk SOL from today until June 1st. So let's have a quick look here. And then the other thing is I want to work out how much is 500 million Bonk. So we'll go back to CoinGecko. Let's have a look for Bonk. I don't know if it's going to be totally worth it, but maybe. Okay, so 500 million Bonk is $18,000. So it's a pretty decent amount, and really it's only for a week. So let's just quickly review this to work out if it is potentially worth it. So Bonk SOL is now listed on Symmetry and can be added to your portfolio and bundles. Share 500 million Bonk by holding any basket with Bonk SOL from today until June 1st. Here we can see the TVL is over $1 million. And if we go with the idea that there's 18,000 Bonk up for grabs, or thereabouts, then let's say if we just added a small amount, like $500, and if we divide that by roughly what the TVL is at the moment, and times that by 18,000, we would get maybe $8.50 worth of Bonk. So it may not be amazing, but it may be something that you are keen to do. And it looks as though we can't actually put in Bonk SOL, we have to just put in USDC. So if I just go and put in 100, it's not going to really give me anything. There's also almost $1 in fees. I'll do it just so we can learn and approve, but probably the amount of Bonk rewards will not actually be worth it. Your USDC has been rebalanced to composition tokens, after which you will receive basket tokens in your wallet. You can close this pop-up. You can also click rebalance and then mint to speed up the process. Minting without rebalancing tokens might result in a high slippage. Let me know in the comments below if you think it's worth me actually doing a decent review on Symmetry. If it's cost your radar and you haven't used it and you want to find out more, let me know. In the meantime, I would say if you wanted to enter this, you're probably wanting to go in with a couple of $1,000s for it to be worth your time. And it would be more putting it into USDC so that you could get some SOL exposure. Now, people have been asking me why I'm so bullish on Bonk, and I'll do that in another video, but this is Topo's take. Topo's a smart person, in my opinion, very smart person. There is no doubt that Bonk as a coin is more useful than most of your trash L2s as a whole. More apps built on top, more holders, more upside. I'd rather hold Bonk than any L2 not particularly close. Now, I'm not going to go and attack L2s because clearly they have some use in the Ethereum ecosystem, and there'll be L2s potentially in Solana in a very, very short amount of time. But I do think, and it's not financial advice, that Bonk should be in people's portfolio. Now onto Zeta Markets. They're having community town halls, and this is the highlight. So airdrop and TG coming next month, June. The Z score will continue after token generation event, with distribution of the Z rewards at the end of each epoch's 28 days, and the Genesis epoch starting soon. They also have creator grant and ambassador programs, so maybe you want to join them as well. I'm not part of them at present, but maybe I'll see if I can join them. Now just remember, if the market seems a little bit quiet, this is a good time to actually go and use dApps and go and look for potential airdrops. So there are plenty out there right now. So in my opinion, get busy on chain, don't risk too much. Remember, there are smart contract risks and things like that, but if you've got the time, use the dApps. Now, DePIN is the narrative, I think, for this cycle. However, it hasn't really responded with a crazy up movement yet, but this is a little bit of a snapshot. Let's go and download it and quickly go through it. The reason I want to go over this is 7 under the radar projects, from decentralized Wi-Fi to weather forecasting. So let's just quickly run through this. So when it comes to these top ones like Render, Helium, Hivemapper, these are probably going to go a little bit higher, of course, but they don't have that same kind of brand new low market cap token. So maybe from here they can do like a 5x or 10x. I'd have to look at the market cap, as opposed to a newer token which could do like a 50x. Then there's Shadow Drive. Shadow Drive pumped up and then it went down crazily. And personally, I'm just not bullish on Shadow. So this is linked below, so go and read a few of these things because maybe there's things that I'm missing. I'm not doing a massive amount of a deep dive here. But let's have a look at these ones here. Projects to watch, io.net. This is in the GPU scene. This is like a competitor to Gaiman. I haven't used it myself because the download and store process was kind of scaring my research a little bit, so we skipped it. Nasana, the token pumped completely, so you'd need to look into it to see if there's still some sort of incentivized testnet or something that makes it really worth using this network. Then down here we've got Wi-Fi Dabber. This is like competition to Helium, and this is potentially going to be worth it. Maybe to join Discord, do a little bit more research, and see if it's something that you're still early for. Pollen Mobile, I've never heard of. It's still competition to Helium, but it might be worth following the Twitter, joining Discord, seeing if there's some sort of incentivization for the first stage. And then there's Uprock. I'm using Uprock and I am the host of their pre-launch live streams. So I definitely think you should be using Uprock. Then when it comes to decentralized data, we've got a couple of other things here. Onakoi, this doesn't really seem to hit what I think would be really worthwhile. Tackling the challenges faced by legacy global navigation satellite systems. But it might be worth a deep dive for yourself. And Wehi, weather forecasting and climate monitoring. If this involves, 500,000 people around the world having one of these little wee monitors and sending data back, maybe that could be pretty good. Now, something like this could definitely have product market fit because Australia was home for many years. And in Australia, there was like this team of people called Higgins Storm Chasing. Now, my experience with Higgins Storm Chasing is they basically do all of their own analysis. When there's been crazy storms in Australia, they have been earlier than the mainstream news, basically saying, move all of your valued possessions up to, top shelves or whatever, there could be flooding. And quite often they were far more right than the media. So maybe there is decent product market fit for something like decentralized weather monitoring. But of course, if it interests you, you have to go and put in your own research. So let's end with the actionables. The LFG third vote is live at vote.jup.ag, deadline 5 p.m. UTC. Provide LPs in Camino's Meteor pools for those extra MET points and also Camino points. If you're going to vote with Divvy Bet or if you're going to provide liquidity to Divvy Bet, then go to Bonk rewards and see if you can go and deposit some Bonk so you get some extra rewards. Then just the usual, go and DCA into SOL, stake it with Validate.com, use Uprock and Grass, and use dBridge Finance. People have asked, can I do lots of transactions that are smaller just to try and boost up the points? We have no idea what the rules are going to be, but my assumption would be maybe a couple a day should be fine. They're really about just trying to get fees, get active users on the network, and for people to realize that it's a very simple bridge. So if they then go and ban a whole lot of people from any sort of token ability, then that would be a terrible PR move, and I don't think they would do it. That's all for today. Catch you Monday.